I knew he was in love with me because then he complimented my dress.
That means nothing, Rosetta.
Oh, Estella, there you are.
What are you doing right now? I'm buying sausages. Why? What's happening?
Then hurry up. We need details.
About what? Just hurry up.
3 pounds of your finest skillet, signore.
That'll be half a denari.
Nice price. Ah, si. Grazie.
You may not be able to get that all the way back to the palace fresh, especially in this summer heat. And
how
you're
much
on
for-
foot. God, never mind it.
Excuse me.
Never listen to me.
Hello?
Like to get, see,
Hello?
dear
Estella, we don't have all day.
Excuse
Like
me.
they did just now. So,
Hey you! My friend is waiting here.
What do you want?
How much for 2 weeks?
For you? A denari about.
That's outrageous!
It's a special price because I like you.
I've got eggs. Will you trade for eggs?
Oh, sure. A dozen for 2 links.
What? But that's fine. You know that was a bad deal, right?
Well, maybe if it hadn't helped you.
If I hadn't helped you, we'd have been standing there until after the ball. Ball? What ball?
That's what we came to ask you about.
There have been rumors all over the city. Since your uncle works at the palace, we thought you might know.
Is the king really going to invite everyone?
I don't know. It's the first I've ever heard about it.
But your uncle was...
Uncle Mick is a servant. Even if he knew something, he'd probably forget to tell me.
Oh, the suspense is killing me.
They say he's going to invite every eligible girl in the city. But that wouldn't include us, would it? That's what we were hoping you would know. Some even say he's going to pick a queen. It sounds like those fairy stories we used to love.
I know, it's so exciting.
Hear ye, by royal order of His Most Illustrious Majesty, King Lorenzo di Firenze Bonare, there is to be a ball. There's gotta be a ball at the palace, a night of music, a night of goodness, but that's not all. Guess who's invited? Everyone in town's on the list.
We'll be going for the dancing.
And we'll be dancing with the band. We'll be going for the grand cuisine.
going through a waking dream. No matter where you come from, the nobles or the humdrums, every one of us is gonna have a ball. We're gonna die, we're so excited. There's gonna be a royal ball.
There's gonna be a ball.
There's gonna be a ball. There's gonna be a ball. A night of music, a night of pure bliss.
But that's not all. Yes, who's invited? Everyone in town's on the list.
We'll be going for the dancing.
And we'll be there to hear the band. We'll be going for the grand routine.
But any way you put it, when you get down to it, every one of us is there to find romance. We're gonna die, we're so excited.
There's gonna be a royal ball.
Woo! It's gonna,
Be so grand.
we're gonna
Hear the band. You're gonna
find a man. It's gonna be a royal
alone before an empty throne. The king is not in sight. Do I dare to venture where I one day rule with might? That's right. Second to the king am I, power oh so near. Perhaps I'll try it out for size.
Your Majesty, I'm sorry.
What are you doing here?
Lord Lucian, I thought you were the king. I wasn't gonna clean the floors.
That should have been done hours ago.
Well, with preparations for the ball, we're stretched a bit thin, and no one was supposed to be in the throne room.
Michelangelo, isn't it?
Yes, my lord.
I have noticed you before, and believe me when I say that is not a good thing. I am in the firm belief that those of your ilk should keep their heads down. I'll have my eye on you. Michelangelo...
Vasari.
What?
Vasari, my lord.
There you are, Lord Lucian. Did the word go out this morning?
Yes, and it was met with much enthusiasm throughout the entire city.
Good. Please, continue. And what of the preparations?
There is nothing to worry about. Provisions have been purchased, orders have been given to the staff, accommodations have been made for the royal families traveling in. There is nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Lucian. Now, if only the outcome could be arranged as simply as the preparations.
Daunting to be sure, sire, but you must pick a bride by tomorrow night. The law is clear, and with you seen as unsecured, you will be seen as vulnerable. These civil wars of your great-grandfather's time were the result of a childless king.
I understand, and I agree. But to find a woman of worth in 2 nights, when I have failed to do so the course of my entire lifetime.
Well, strictly speaking, sir, you have 1 night. On the 2nd night, you are to announce your decision.
All right, 1 night then. But while I respect the traditions and the concerns of my people, it is for them that I take this so seriously. The woman I choose to marry will not only be the mother of my children, but she will also be their queen. She can't just be a pretty face or an impressive pedigree.
Indeed. Well said, sire. And if you'll pardon my intrusion, my wife and I may be of some assistance.
How so?
Knowing how you feel, my wife and I have been making some discreet inquiries of the character of some of the young noblewomen who will be present. We will make sure you are presented with only the most qualified of candidates.
Thank you, Lucian. You think of everything. But I can't sulk in here forever. I hear the Genoese ambassador will be arriving shortly.
Indeed. And my sources tell me he has not had a pleasant trip.
We'll have to see what we can do to amend that. I don't know how much more strain our ties with Genoa can take.
Estella, Bambina, I love you dearly, but one of these days you're going to have to grow a backbone.
I know, I'm sorry. It's just that he looked at me and he was so angry and I froze. Oh, I didn't know what to do.
It's all right. God gave you a tender soul, and I love that about you. You just need to learn to stand your ground before the others starve to death.
Thanks, Nona.
What on earth is that uncle of yours?
No, sorry. Are you home?
What else would I be, Maria? Come in. It's nothing much.
Buonasera, ladies. How are you? Estella! Did you hear about the ball?
Oh, everyone in town is talking about it.
Do you think you'll go?
Oh, I'd love to. At least to the first night.
Did you lose something, Maria?
No. You don't want to be there when the king makes his decision. What if he chooses you?
In my dreams.
You never know. Sometimes the dreams come true.
She's alive. One time, my dearly departed cousin, God rest his soul, had a dream that it was a raining fish, and the very next day he was walking down the street, and someone dumped the garbage out and it landed all over him. And you won't believe what was in it. Fish. Eh? Okay. So, maybe your dreams are better. But you get my point.
So, you want to marry King Lorenzo?
Oh, who wouldn't want to be queen? But somehow I don't think that'll be an issue. Really? I just want to dress up in Mama's gown, go to the palace with Arabella and Rosetta, and just dance the night away like I'm in some sort of fairy tale.
Estella, you make it sound so wonderful. If I were 10 years younger and didn't already have a date with a good book in my cats, I'd be right there with you.
Well, are you sure you don't want to come? One taste of your baking and the king would beg you to be queen.
You're a sweetheart, Estella, but speaking of ruggedly handsome men, where on earth is that uncle of yours?
Your guess is as good as mine. He's a late.
Well, I was thinking this afternoon and have to make a few extra biscotti. I know how he likes them.
didn't have the energy. Sorry I'm late. They have us working double time in the palace, getting ready for the ball. Hey.
Mamma mia, Michelangelo! How many times I've got to tell you not to put your smelly feet on my table?
Mama, you're forgetting. This is not your table.
Who does the cooking?
Stick to my table.
Who does the cooking?
No, no. You know he's only frustrating you for fun.
Just because he's too busy with his inventing and drawing and painting and whatever else he decides to halfway master in the cellar.
Workshop!
To go out and find a wife. He thinks he can boss me around like a maid.
But you know you love me.
See, I do. But sometimes I wonder why. I keep telling you, this whole Renaissance thing is a fad. In 100 years, who's going to remember it?
Maybe alright, maybe alright. But I love what I do, Mom.
Do you love cleaning out royal toilets to pay for your crazy experiments? Couldn't you just love a nice merchant stutter instead? Like Maria.
Mamma mia, here we go again.
So why haven't you gotten married, Uncle Mick?
You won't get anywhere asking him that question. I've been asking it for years.
Well, I suppose, Estella, that it just wasn't the life I was told to live. St. Paul says that not all are. God gave me a passion for making things, creating things, learning things, but not for romance.
Well, but how do you know
Know what?
that that's really God's will for your life?
Why do you ask?
I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I guess all this talk of the ball bred it up.
Well, I don't know how much stock you should put in the advice of a confirmed bachelor like me, but I did learn a lot from watching your mother and father. I would say this. If you really want true love, follow God with all your heart. And if he brings love along, follow him in that.
He's right.
I may be a bachelor, but we Renaissance men know a thing or two. Anything else you wanted to ask?
Well, how do you know it's love? How do you know it's that true romantic love?
That's a tricky one.
Well, Mr. Renaissance man.
So you wanna know what love is? Oh my, you've grown so old. To be perfectly honest, the truth is, dear Estella, I don't know. I've heard a dozen explanations, but all of them sound so. Is it a spark in your eyes? Maybe sweet butterflies? I tell ya, I don't know.
If you prefer not to answer, I can always ask where babies come from.
Well, I'll try to expound. I don't have the answers. Love is quite a tricky thing. And I'm not good for this reason. I'm a bachelor. Romance was too much for me. But I'll do my best to explain so long as you don't cite my name. Cause a quote from me and skunk potpourri are basically one and the same.
They stink.
Some may say to smile when you haven't got a reason. You're living in a pinkish haze. Others claim the sharp sort of warm, fuzzy feeling, kinda like a stomach ache. Well, it's starting to sound like to me the signs of true love and unhappy spleen are very similar. Why it's popular remains a mystery to me. But I'm just a bachelor, so pay me no mind. My definition of true love is poorly defined. But I know this for sure, it doesn't come overnight. It takes some work.
It takes some work.
To make it worth your time. And someday, my dear Estella, you'll find a fine young fella. No, he won't be perfect, but you'll love him anyway. He'll choose to put you first, even when you're at your worst. Yeah, even when you're old and fat and gray.
Well, it happens to the best of us.
He will smile like a fool, even when you don't feel pretty. Love the silly things you do. He will swallow every meal, even if your cooking's iffy. Just because it's that is you. He'll remind you in so many ways that you're the best choice he's ever made. And though your bad head can be scary, your legs sometimes get hairy. He'll never root his choice to woo and marry you.
Sometimes, my boy, you surprise me.
Let's eat.
And then sometimes you do not.
I really don't know how your ancestors did it, Lucian. I admit the countryside is pretty in a quaint sort of way, but your Italian summers are altogether too hot. I understand the whole exile thing doesn't look good on a pedigree, but surely France was an upgrade. Lucian, are you listening to me?
What?
Who's bothering you?
Said anyone was bothering me.
You only read Foxglove's Book of Poison when you're upset by someone. And you only read it upside down when you're furious. Out with it. Is it a noble? A member of the council?
No, it's that blasted janitor.
A janitor? Since when do we get upset by people who play in the toilets?
He's a Bazzari.
Of a I thought the family responsible for your grandfather's exile were nobles.
No, the Bazzaris have always been a common rabble. Only the churl who betrayed my grandfather was knighted and given some of my family's lands.
I am more sympathetic to your frustrations, my husband. But surely one such knave can be tolerated, while our greater goal is in sight.
It's just something about him. It's like he sees right through me.
Then why not arrange an accident? An exorcist crawling with such scum who would gladly relieve you of such an annoyance for no more than half a denarii.
No. I won't risk this being traced back to us. If the Bazzaris start poking around, something will start to unravel. For now, everyone believes I am Lucian Guaro of France, and it must stay that way.
Then he must be born.
Potestatis et vindicta.
Power and revenge. Fear not, my Lucian, our time is almost here. After all the years you waited to even out the score, your family's exile will be vindicated. You'll get what you want and more. All that's left is for His Majesty to make his family queen. Are we pathetic puppets who cling to our schemes? The girls I placed are perfect. He'll have trouble just picking one. We'll manipulate our little pun until the job is done. Eliminate the enemy, Bazzaris will be no more. And no mere servants will get in your way. Revenge
revenge is what's in store.
Estella, can you believe it? We're actually in the palace.
I know, it's like a dream. A dream come true. Do you guys think we'll meet the king?
I doubt we'll get anywhere near him.
Last week I would have said the same thing about us ever even seeing a palace, but here we are.
Anything's possible, and I like study. Especially with you looking as beautiful as you do.
I know, where did you get the dress? It's stunning.
It was my mother's.
You look like royalty, Estella.
Well, tonight,
We're all royalty.
His Royal Majesty Lorenzo di Firenze Buonare.
Allow me to introduce to you Antonia Baca,
Welcome, Lady Antonia.
thank you, Your Majesty.
Fiammetta Leo,
A pleasure, Lady Fiammetta.
Mutual, I'm sure.
and the Baronessa Giovanna de Palma.
My king.
Baronessa.
May I have this dance?
I would be delighted.
Fancy bumping into you.
Excuse me.
Hello? Thea, you have just as much right to be here as anyone else. You were invited and you accepted. That makes you not only worthy, but brave.
More like naive. When Mama made this dress for the ball, I thought it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. But then I got here, and now I just feel embarrassed and ashamed.
You have nothing to be ashamed about. You look beautiful.
Hiding, Your Majesty?
I don't know what else you could call it. You saw what happened.
Indeed, I did advise against inviting the public.
It's tradition. Besides, it wasn't the commoners who were mobbing me.
Perhaps, but what of the task at hand? The law is clear. You must pick a bride by tomorrow night.
And whatever happens, I will uphold the laws of Anetza. But I must admit, I was not encouraged by that display.
Understandable, sire. I believe the Baronessa felt similarly. But I will leave you to your thoughts. But please, don't be too long.
Thea?
Yes?
Would you be willing to do something for me?
Sure.
I've gotten rather warm, and I don't want to take my cape off, but I really don't want to sit down. So I was thinking, could you wear it for me?
Really?
If it's not too much trouble, that is.
Oh, yes, please.
Wait. And there. You look like a princess.
Thank you, Lady Estella.
Oh, well, I'm not the noble, Thea. Estella will be just fine. Now go on. Get in there and dance. The movement will be good for the cloth.
May I come in?
Your Majesty.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I thought I was alone.
so did I.
I'm so sorry, Your
No,
Highness. I
no,
didn't realize
that
that
was
you
much
were
sweeter.
out
Wait,
anything.
please stay.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
May I try again?
Try what?
Introducing myself, of course, but with style.
If you wish.
How's this? The name's Buonare. Lorenzo Buonare.
It's very, dashing?
Okay, so not that. How's this? I don't always introduce myself to beautiful women, but when I do, I make a royal fool of myself.
I don't know what to say.
That bad, huh?
No. Well, maybe.
Look, I saw what you did for that young lady, and I was quite taken aback. It was very nice of you to help her.
Thank you.
What is your name?
Oh, Estella, Your Highness.
Estella. That's a very pretty name. And you can drop the whole Your Highness. You can call me Your. I'm so sorry. The jokes really aren't working tonight. I'll have my jester give me some lessons. But please, call me Lorenzo. May I have this dance?
What, me?
Yes.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Lorenzo.
It's not in order, it's a hopeful request.
Oh. Yes.
I always thought that finding love would be so much more an explanation than a mystery. But this incidental meeting at the ball proved to me I really don't know anything at all. And sleep's no longer an option, 'cause real life is far beyond the most bewitching of dreams. Is this an illusion, or am I chasing fantasy? Or could this be love?
Am I a fool for feeling like I do? Passion's such an easy thing to misconstrue. On top of that, we barely even met. But if it's fake, I'd hate to wake from this delusion yet. But wait, now, am I kidding? I'm just unknown, for goodness sake. This man is the king, so why is he pretending when he looked that way at me? This I don't know where this may go, but maybe there's a chance that what I found out on the floor was more than just a dance.
I want to learn her favorite colors and the music that she likes. I want to push through empty pleasantries and meet the girl inside. I don't know where this may go, but maybe there's a chance. That's what I found out on the floor was more than just a dance.
I want to learn his favorite
I want
colors and
to
the music that he likes. Want to push through empty pleasantries and meet the man inside.
I want to know if this is authentic. Our feelings a treasure map that leads to something more. I've discovered a world outside, and I'm standing at the door.
Maybe I'm crazy.
Maybe I'm crazy. This won't be easy, but isn't it worth it to have love?
To know you're not perfect, but still believe that you're the one. That's true love. Is this fantasy?
Could this be more?
Where might this go?
I want her to stay.
A dream come true.
Could she be our queen?
Is this God's plan for me?
Could this be love?
You were home early. I thought you were going to dance the night away. Are you alright?
Yes. No. I don't really know.
Did you not like it?
Oh, no, it was wonderful. The lights, the music, the dancing, the dancing,
Right now, your words are saying one thing, but your face is telling a whole different story. Did something happen?
Yes.
Did someone hurt you?
What? No, no. It's just, oh, it was like a fairy tale, but this is a lot to take in right now, and I'm not really sure how I should feel about all of this. And
About what?
I danced with the king.
You what?
Should I not have?
You don't know. Oh, it's just. Why would the king want to dance with you?
I know.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. Not like that.
What's going on? Who? Scream.
No, everything's okay, Nona. All right, it's all right.
What are you doing back, Sword?
She danced with the king.
Oh, of course she did. He would have to be an idiot not to want us to dance with someone as beautiful as my granddaughter. Was he nice?
Oh, no, he was wonderful. And really awkward. And embarrassed about being awkward, and it just made him so much more wonderful.
Oh, Sabina, you like him.
What? I really do. What's wrong? I saw Estella come from early and I heard shouting, I brought biscotti! Ciao, Michelangelo.
King Lorenzo is in love with my Bambina. Yes.
Oh, of course he is! Only a fool wouldn't love such a sweet girl like Estella. Oh, I never said that. It's just that he danced with me and that I like him. Oh, but Estella! I can see it now! There you were, across the room! Go stand over there! Across the room when he saw you. And he made his way through the courtiers and the nobles to be with you. Give me your hand. Oh, it must have been so romantic. How can you doubt his love? Well, actually, I was on the balcony helping someone. I didn't realize he was there until he said something.
Oh, that's even better. If we know anything about King Lorenzo, we know that he loves his people. Seeing you help someone must have helped him see the beautiful heart inside of the beautiful girl.
I think both of you are reading far too much into this.
No.
Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Actually, I don't think I'll be going back. What? I'm a peasant. No. Even if the king really did like me that way, he's gonna make the right choice for the kingdom. And, I mean, after all those wonderful things that I saw in him, I don't want to be there when he makes that choice. Estella, what if he does pick you? I don't know.
Estella, I won't pretend that if you go tomorrow night, you may not get your artwork. But you most certainly will if you stay here.
She's got time, though. Not until tomorrow night. Right now, I think we should go find something to go with this delicious biscotti and give the poor girl a little space.
Do you mean that, Michelangelo?
Mean what?
That you love my biscotti?
Yes!
Let's go see if I'm not in the way of jam.
He said he loved me.
That woman.
I don't know, it's so silly. It's just that after all those wonderful things that I saw in him, I don't want to be there to watch him pick someone else.
And what if he saw the same things in you? Why would he not pick you?
I can't be queen, I'm a peasant girl.
So is Mary. And if God can make a peasant woman the mother of his son, surely he can make one queen.
But how do I know that that's God's will?
I know God has a plan. That doesn't mean I know what it is. I'm a painter, not a prophet. You know what one of the secrets of inventing is?
No.
Use what you know to understand what you don't. When Brunelleschi set out to finish the dome in Florence, no one had been able to build one that big since the Romans. He didn't know how to do it, but he knew how wide it would have to be, and how far off the ground you'd have to build it. Most importantly, he knew that it could be done. He started with what he knew, and as he put the pieces together, he discovered what had to be done.
But why are you telling me this?
Because Estella, when you follow the perfect will of God, soon the bigger picture will be clear. What you can see today, He may show you tomorrow, and that is why you have no need to fear. You know He wants you to love Him and keep your attitude right, but others always above yourself, and let a star will shine so bright. Live to follow and please Him, stand firm on all that is true.
All that's true.
Stay humble, just, and merciful, and though there's trials, He'll see you through. And be a voice for the silent, and care for those in need. The Lord will give you wisdom and His grace. What you can see today, He may show you tomorrow, as you faithfully follow Him today. I can't tell you the right choices. But if neither option goes against God's word, then you must do your best to follow Him in the choice and trust that He will guide you. It's probably not the answer you were hoping for, but I hope it helps.
I think it does. Good night, Uncle Nick.
Good night. Oh, and one more thing. If you do go back to the palace, don't tell anyone that you're my niece.
Why not?
Let's just say that not everyone there likes me.
But
Please, just do this for me. I don't want the attention. And more importantly, I don't want this to get in the way of your new relationship.
If you're sure.
I
Good night, Uncle Mick.
Good night.
Your Highness, what's the matter, you? You are the king. It's not like she's gonna say no to you.
Thanks, but at this point, I don't know if she'll even be there. She left so quickly last night.
Hey, you gotta make her an offer she cannot refuse.
And how do I go about doing that?
You have an horse?
What?
I ignore him, your majesty. My brother is, crazy. So, you want us met?
With what?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Okay, pay attention, my boy. I will show you the Panini Brothers' secret recipe for amore. Hey, Mario, get out of here. Okay, here's the deal. He is going to play the lady.
I don't want to be the lady.
Oh, but you're so good at it.
You be the lady.
We don't have time for this, Mario. We have to have the king.
I am a very pretty lady. So big as they come. I wish the handsome king would say,
Hey, you could be the one.
Your Highness.
This is already very disturbing.
First something new with music so sweet. With all the style, just croon a while and swing her off her feet.
Your Highness, your voice is like a nightingale, a male nightingale, and your biceps, they're so manly.
You gotta make her laugh, cause a sense of humor is key. Did you hear about the Italian chef who died?
No, what about him?
He passed away!
I don't eat it.
How do you not get that one?
Because it doesn't make no
Oh,
sense.
you make no sense! He passed away! Pasta in an Italian chef!
It's not funny.
Please just
It's not funny.
Life for the rainbow!
You're so funny. Oh, Your Highness, I instruct away. Your quick witted, macho jawline. It'll make me sway.
Okay, here's the most important part of it all. One, she slowly got women love to hear, but how her eyes shine in the night, and as she has smiles.
What?
They're irresistible. Now you make your move.
And how do I do that?
You look deep into her brown eyes and have
A little chat.
That's how a woman.
That's how a woman. That's how
You woo a woman at the ball.
Aren't you both single? They have nothing?
She left too quickly.
What about our spies?
They didn't know to follow her until it was too late.
What about our contacts?
They found nothing.
She cannot be allowed to return. The king must choose the Baronessa.
Then tell the guards to stop anyone matching her description at the gate.
No, we'll hear about that. Just do it quietly. Watch for her. Catch her as soon as she enters. Offer her something or threaten her if you have to. Just make sure she leaves. And I will keep the royal boy busy.
As you say, my husband.
His Grace, the Chief Minister, Lord Lucian Warren, and Lady Seraphine Warren.
Have you found anything?
Despite our best efforts, we have been unable to find your mystery woman.
Even with her name?
A first name without a last is, I'm afraid, insufficient with a city this size, my king. And we don't even know if she came from the city. Subjects have come from all over the kingdom to take part in the ball.
I had just hoped that
I know, and I am truly sorry. But you must make your decision soon. The people look to you to uphold its traditions and futures in this hour. If you cannot marry for love, then marry for the sake of your people.
I'd hoped to do both.
But she is not here, sire. If she arrives in the next minutes, then by all means take her as your bride. If she does not, then you must know who you will choose.
Sire, last night and this evening has been an honor.
A pleasure, Baroness.
To you, I am Giovanna, but I see you are busy.
She is not your Estella, I know. But a marriage to the Baronessa would significantly increase our strength against Genoa. She brings powerful allies. And though her manner may seem cool, her character is praised throughout her entire home region.
I see.
I wish that we could have found this woman you had sought for. If she had wished to be here, I'm sure she would be. But the time has come. Please trust my judgment, sire. I will not lead you wrong.
Thank you, Lucian. You've ever advised me well. It is time.
Lords and ladies, citizens, we all know the significance of this moment. For the king will now choose the next queen of Venetia.
Countrymen and women. I can think of no more complicated or difficult choice that I've ever made as king than the one that I am faced with tonight. I stand before you not only as your king, but as a subject to the laws and customs of our country, servant to the good and the future of our people. The choosing of my wife, of your queen, is not something that I take lightly. And to choose to love is to choose a lifetime, not merely a moment. And to make such a choice on a pretty face or a polite manner is neither romantic nor wise. Unless in a moment of unpretentious, unassuming honesty, a character and a heart are revealed in such a way as to show a lifetime of grace and true beauty. Estella? I am neither prophet to say that I see all things, nor poet to pretend perfection. But I have seen a heart in you that I cannot help but choose to love. And such as I am, I would give to you 1,000 times over my kingdom, my crown, my heart, if you would but choose to accept me. And if you could accept me, then love me. And if you could love me, then marry me. It's not an order, it's a hopeful request.
I can. I will.
Must have been a cat or something.
Yeah, I know. I just get jumpy before a job.
Whatever. Do you remember how this goes down?
Yeah, I whacked the queen-to-be, you won the king, and we scooped.
Exactly. We have to do this quickly, though.
I hear them! Quick, behind the curtains!
I'm sure we'll become fast friends. Men think the world of politics is their oyster, but it's really us girls who pull the strings. So, what is your favorite type of wedding cake?
What is the meaning of this?
I overheard them plotting to kill the king and the future queen.
Well done! Guards, take these men away.
All right, wise guys, you're coming with me.
We ain't saying nothing!
We've been framed!
Are you all right?
I'm a little shaken, but I'm fine.
Who could have done this?
I will personally undertake the investigation myself, sire.
I want answers, Lucian.
All that can be done will, I assure you.
Are you sure you're all right? I assure you, this is not normal.
Oh, I should hope not. But all is well, thanks to him.
Yes, thank you, sir. We owe you our lives. What is your name?
Michelangelo, sire.
Michelangelo, I cannot thank you enough.
It was nothing, Your Majesty.
Nevertheless, you will be rewarded. But if you'll excuse me, I must get the lady Estella to somewhere she can rest. What is it?
Was this because of me?
What do you mean?
Well, what if someone is upset at you for choosing a commoner instead of one of the nobles?
Well, I suppose that could be the case, but if that...
If that's the case, then I put you in danger. I put the entire kingdom in danger just so I could play princess.
Estella, is that why you agreed to marry me? To play princess?
No, of course not. But it's just that I'm so new to politics. I don't know how to help you.
I'll tell you what, there are still several months until the wedding. And if you decide you don't want this life, I'm not going to force you to marry me. But I want you to marry me. You help me, Estella, by just being you. Your tender heart, your concern for others, they remind me of my true responsibilities as king, to care for and to serve our people. I'm convinced that together, God can make us into the rulers our people need. And I will not be threatened by persons unknown into changing my mind.
Thank you.
Now, should we go still taste some of that wedding cake or just call the whole thing off?
Cake. I need cake.
How about so?
Really?
It is like looking at her portrait.
And then he told me that... Estella, you look like a princess.
Oh, like a queen.
She will be soon. You two seem almost as excited as I am.
Well, it's not every day that your best friend gets married to the king.
They sent us back to see if you're ready. It's almost time. And you two can run on back and tell them to stop worrying. It's not as though they're going to start without you.
We'll tell them. We'll see you soon, Estella.
Or should we say, Your Majesty?
Those two. I'm so excited for you, mistress.
And I'm incredibly nervous.
Fia, go get something to calm her nerves. Yes, madam. You have found quite a friend in that girl.
She's so sweet.
What's wrong?
I just wish that Mama and Papa could be here today. I really miss them.
I know. So do I. But know that they would be proud of you and the beautiful woman that you have become.
Really?
Yes.
What's that?
It's a letter from your mother. When she was sick, she wrote this for you to read on your wedding day.
Thank you.
My darling Estella, it breaks my heart as I write this to know that I will not be with you on this happy day. So,
by this letter. I hope that I may share in some small part the joy of your wedding. I wish I could see you, beautiful in your gown, radiant with anticipation, your beautiful eyes sparkling with happiness. But even more, I wish I could be there to see the beginning of your new life, as you learn to love and live together as one. The poets and minstrels tell us that a wedding is the best day of one's life, the most romantic moment, the culmination of love's story. But having been married to your father these 10 years, I can tell you it is just the beginning. Today begins the triumphs and trials, the hurt and the happiness, the memorable and the mundane, the agony and the ecstasy of a life that will shape you as no other circumstance on earth can. There will be days where you can't stand each other, and days where you can't stand to be apart. There will be little things he does that anger and frustrate you, and others that will make you laugh and wonder how you ever lived without him. There will be times where one or both of you will wonder why you ever married, and other times where all God will give you to hold on to is each other. And it is only by the love of God that you will be able to hold on. I could write volumes upon volumes of marriage advice for you, but none of it could explain more than what I'm about to say. This is not an accident. God is not surprised by your marriage. He has brought you here, to this pivotal moment in your life for a reason. He is joining you and your groom-to-be for a purpose. Maybe that purpose is apparent to you as you prepare to say your vows. Maybe you are, as yet, unsure. But I promise you, God has brought you here for such a time as this. It is His plan, His grace, His strength, His love that will carry you through all the ups and downs of this life you are about to begin. And it is His providence that will bring His perfect plan to completion. Cling to God, my little star, my Estella. His love will never fail. With all my love, Mama.
Again?
Somehow, this isn't what I envisioned I'd be doing as queen.
Yeah, but it's great exercise. Besides, watching you try to use a sword is excellent entertainment value.
Hey!
Alright. Besides, you never know when you might need to run someone through.
I guess you just like showing off.
Maybe just a little bit. Again?
Do you ever think we'll actually have to fight someone?
I don't see why we would.
Well, but what if we're attacked again?
It should never have come to that in the first place.
I'm sorry, love. I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, you're all right. It's not you I'm upset with. It's just, it's been 3 months, and we're still no closer to discovering who did it.
But God protected us.
Yes, he did. God and that servant. What was his name?
Michelangelo, I think.
Did we ever do anything to reward him?
No, I don't think so.
Lord Lucian Worrell.
The latest news from General.
Ah, good. But first, we need your help with a dilemma.
I'm ever at your service, Your Majesty.
What should I do for a man who's done great service for his king? I wish to know the goodness he has done, but time has kept me from this thing.
I'm flattered, oh your majesty, for even thinking to ask me in. I should say in times like these, it's good for everyone to see this hero's bravery, loyalty, and service to the crown.
Good point.
What would you suggest? In my ever so humble opinion, place your robes upon him as he rides your royal horse. A parade to the palace, it must be something grand. Possibly a title and even his own lands.
This I shall do for the man who's done great service for his king. Lucian, do all of this and more.
It's my privilege to serve you.
Now,
Yes, my king.
do this now.
Yes, my king.
For the man, my
Are you alright? I'm suddenly very unwell, Your Highness.
I'll order a carriage to take you home.
You're far too generous.
There you are.
You want to guess what that royal dwarf ordered me to do?
I heard, my love.
Letting me go on and on, playing myself for a fool, over that common tart played along. I'm sure they were both greatly amused.
Lucian, I love you, but perhaps we could call back your imagination from whatever pilgrimage it's on and tell it to get a grip.
We need to get this back on track. I don't know how much longer I can take this.
Lucian, 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 Lucian. Don't lose it now. Hey, baby, what's got you so? Don't tell me Michelangelo. Just maybe, though I doubt it, you could grow aside. This vision never will come to fruition if it's left to you. Ambition is what you need, or we'll run out of time. Your plans are quickly growing. Oh dear, and oh so insincere. Get moving,
But it's not the time. I'll prove it.
all you do is whine. You'll ruin our only chance.
Today is not the day.
So what is keeping you off track?
I've got this. Just get off my back.
He's brought us down and now it's time for him to pay.
Wait.
What?
This whole time we've been seeing this failed assassination as a setback, even a liability. What if we turned it into an asset?
I'm listening.
Do you remember Nicola?
Ah, yes, young Machiavelli.
He once told me it is better to be feared than loved.
I could have told you that.
Yes, but why? Why is it better to be feared than loved? Because fear is stronger. We'll say we have some new information about the attack, that it was far more sinister than we first imagined.
Oh, that's good. And I happen to know a pretty particular group of people who are experts on fear?
Because we live in desperate times, desperate measures are in order. So tomorrow, around this time, Michelangelo's a goner. I can only imagine the look on his ugly face as the executioner reads out his gruesome fate. I can't deny that it may feel really good to be on top, and for the painter it's all too real. His death cannot be stopped. I could push him off the wall,
Shoot his body full of arrows.
I could separate his head from his neck, or swing the sorry wretch from the gallows. I can't deny that it may feel really good to be on top, and for the painter it's all too real. His death cannot be stopped. I've spent so much time trying to spell his doom. I've got dozens of plans in my head. As for which one is best, I couldn't care less.
Long as it ends with him dead.
Been watching and waiting for the perfect day to bring Michelangelo down. You know, sooner or late, I don't find a way.
Long as he lands.
As long as he lands, as long as he lands in the ground.
And I find that this horrible, traitorous act, that this could be the work of an evil organization, a close family group, rather than an organization of independent agents.
That at least is a lead. But still, we've been gone for months. Me and my new wife, and you still haven't turned up anything?
I accounted for this just in case my skills weren't up to the test. But we have some unexpected allies in the church.
The church? You've lost me.
Your Highness!
Oh, Lady Seraphine. I didn't see you there.
I know you're still getting used to this, but you have servants to do that.
Oh, I know. But I just like doing little things for him.
How quaint. I'm afraid at the moment our husbands are discussing sensitive matters of state and must not be disturbed.
Oh, I won't be long.
You can't go in there.
If Lorenzo wants me to leave, I'll leave, but at least he can have his lunch. What? Why are you doing this? What's going on?
You might be married to the king, but as of a few months ago, you were nothing. Don't meddle in things you can't possibly understand.
Yes, I know the church might seem strange, but please, give me a chance. Allow me to introduce to you Cardinal Gonzalo of the Spanish Inquisition.
Lucian, this is not what I was expecting.
We get that quite a lot out. But I think you'll find most of the confusion comes from our recent rebranding from the Spanish Inquisition LLC to Inquisition Incorporated.
Same ruthless efficiency and top quality terror, but with a smile and a firm handshake.
Much more professional. But where are my manners? As Lord Lucian said, I am Cardinal Gonzalo. This is Vice Cardinal in charge of marketing and public relations, Miguel. And this is Junior Vice Cardinal in charge of torture and violent death, Fernando.
Lucian, please, give them a chance. It is only by their help that we have been able to discover what we have just discussed.
Indeed, we have been.
We have done extensive market research, or rather, I should say, we have done extensive research in your market, including 24 surveys, 3 focus groups, and 11 torture panels. And we have uncovered some unsettling news. We believe these conspirators be part of an international heretical crime family, hereafter referred to as the IHCF.
They have willfully lead out their violent way into Annetta with the express purpose of carrying out acts of arson, treason, thievery, knavery, slavery, regicide, homicide, patricide, matricide, insecticide, parasite, general petty nastiness, and of course, political assassination!
In summary, they are a sneaky little family who do sneaky little things.
As your counselor stated, the recent attempt on your life was only the beginning of a much larger scheme that threatens you and your kingdom. Now, we've tracked this same family in multiple localities.
3 kingdoms, 7 duchies, 37 city-states, and a small Denmarkian hamlet, to be precise.
In all these cases, we were too late, and the damage was devastating. But here, for the first time, we have a chance to demonstrate both our professionalism and our ruthless efficiency.
Ruthless efficiency!
By nipping this in the bud.
Right in the bud!
I have confirmed their information myself, Highness.
To be frank, Cardinal, I am comfortable with neither your organization nor your methods. Can you assure me you know who you're after, and that no innocent subjects will be harmed?
I think our informational packet will speak for itself. On page 6, you'll find our departmental efficiency, professionalism, and ruthlessness ratings, as compared to all the leading competition.
And on page 2, you'll find your options as a customer. As a first-time member, you receive an upgrade to the Platinum Inquisition package, which includes a mail-in offer for a complimentary witch hunt.
Lots of fun!
If I am permitted to go ahead with my mission, countless innocent lives will be saved. But if you do not act decisively now, then no one is safe. Not even your beloved queen.
Your Majesty, as we've seen, the menace is real. It is your duty to your people to do whatever is necessary to protect not only them, but yourself.
Inquisition in Annetta, how did this come to be? I never saw it coming, now it's right in front of me. Their presence so menacing, the reputation known. But I must defend my people, my queen, and yes, my throne.
This family of traitors.
It's treason they conspire, something so brave against my king.
Brings a penalty so dire.
I know it may seem excessive, but this is necessary.
This remedy unsettles me, destruction be its wake.
Think of your subjects, sire.
Inquisition.
This will protect them.
Is declared for my people. It's a chance that I must take.
All we need is your signature.
Even though I rule with honor, still peace evades my soul. I done the right thing? Will I ever know?
Remember, we're doing the new good Inquisitor, bad Inquisitor bit.
Why do I have to be the mean one? Crocodiles and muscles! Crocodiles and muscles! Alive, alive! Oh, crocodiles and muscles! I'm down, Right.
Never mind. It's showtime.
It's such a lovely day right here in Italy. Nessa is our home, no trouble here. You'll see.
Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me.
Everyone is so, so nice. There's no place I'd rather be.
Hear ye, gather round to closer.
Who are you? Who are you? You're not from around here.
We are Inquisition 8.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Inquisition, Inquisition, why such an imposition?
Did you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, we heard you loud and clear.
Oh my!
Oh my.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh my, oh dear.
Spanish Inquisition is here.
Here,
Here.
here,
Here.
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 No, 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 no. Mamma mia, we cannot sing that song.
The Spanish Inquisition is here.
We have come to pronounce doom on a certain family. You won't believe it when you hear their name.
What's their name? What's their name?
Their lists of crimes, too long to read them all. Though we strive to do our best, it really puts us to the test to describe their villainy and their shame. And now, the moment you've awaited.
Reveal these heretics most hated.
Who are the heretics?
Criminals for all of those related to the sorry family.
The songs, raise on the songs, raise
Can it be? Are you sure?
raise on the songs, raise on
We are certain.
raise on
Wait,
Yes.
there's much more.
There's more.
And those who harm a house of help, there is nowhere you can hide. And if you have information to the Inquisition 8,
Inquisition 8.
you shall confide.
raise on the song, 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 raise on the song,
Raise charges.
raise on
Is as follows. Arianism.
Arianism.
Gnosticism.
Gnosticism.
Nestorianism.
Nestorianism.
Pelagianism.
Plagiarism.
If you have info, don't you wait.
The sorry.
Bring us anything you like.
The sorry.
Don't. We'll
Heretic, heretic.
We leave.
The sorries, the sorries, the sorries, the sorries, the sorries.
Done!
Pelagianism. What?
You're so embarrassing.
raise on the song, raise on the song, raise on the song, raise on the song.
I Have you heard the news?
Why do I get the feeling I don't want to?
Oh, but I think you will.
What do you mean?
Well, the Spanish Inquisition is in town, and they've pronounced Inquisition against a particularly ruthless enemy of the state. In fact, it's the family responsible for the near deaths of the king and queen. Maybe you've heard of them? The Vizaris?
Lucian! What have you done? You know good and well that my family had nothing to do with that attack.
No, it's not what I'm doing, Michelangelo. It's what the king is doing. He signed the Inquisition.
This has gone too far, Lucian. Our rivalry stays between us. Leave my family out of it.
Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Revenge? For what? I kick you off at work so you condemn my whole family?
Your family condemned my family 3 generations ago!
What?
Maybe you have forgotten how you got me stripped of my titles and lands. But I haven't. Because you see, peasant, I am a Sforza.
Do you think Mario would notice me in a dress like this?
It doesn't matter what dress you're wearing if you never talk to the boy.
I don't want to just talk to him. I need to be more subtle.
Still, Paolo wouldn't know subtle even if it hit him with a frying pan.
Who's Paolo?
Remember, that's his middle name. The code name that we go by.
Oh my lord.
Oh, Stella. Stella?
What? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss something?
Is everything alright?
I'm sure it'll be just fine. Well, something's bothering you. I'm worried about Lorenzo. I haven't seen him since yesterday morning. Not since those cardinals arrived. And it's just not like him. Uncle Mick, what's wrong?
It's Lucian. I should have known. I should have seen what he was up
Slow
to.
down.
The cardinals, the men in red.
They arrived yesterday. What about them?
They're inquisitors. Lucian brought them in. And today in the marketplace they pronounced Inquisition against our whole family. And anyone who tries to aid us.
No.
We've been denounced as heretics.
No, Lorenzo would never allow something like that.
Stella, he signed it. He signed the Inquisition.
But why would Lucian want to do this?
Because he's not who he says he is.
What do you mean?
In the time of my grandfather, the Duke of Sforza was found to be secretly allied with the king's enemies. He was executed, his wealth seized, his family banished to France. Lucian is a Sforza.
That still doesn't explain why he's trying to kill
Piero
us.
Vasari, my grandfather's cousin, was the one who discovered the Duke's treachery. He informed the king. Lucian sees this as some great vengeance for the loss of his family's standing.
That was generations ago. How does this make any sense?
It doesn't, which is why you must go to the king. Tell him the truth. Tell him who you are, and maybe you can undo whatever lies Lucian has told him.
But what if Lucian already knows that I'm a Vasari too? Just yesterday, I tried to see the king. Just before those cardinals arrived. Seraphine wouldn't even let me through the door.
You have to try.
Why? Why would he take my word over Lucian's?
Stella, I know you're scared, but you're our only hope. The king loves you. He will listen. Please, you must do this.
I'll write him a message.
Stella.
Perhaps if I'm not the one to go, it'll have a better chance of getting past Lucian and Seraphine. I'll take it. You're braver than I am. waiting for an opportunity to seem in private, or maybe he's just writing a response and everything's gonna be okay.
And here's the one. Oh, thank goodness. It's one of the cardinals. Uncle Mankind.
Forgive me for the intrusion, Highness. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Cardinal Gonzalo of Inquisition Incorporated.
I do not wish to be rude, Your Eminence, but what possible business could you have in my chambers?
I do realize this is most irregular, and slave as I am to our rigorous professional standards, I assure you I wouldn't if it weren't most important.
Where's Fia? What have you done?
I assure you, she's quite safe. And if we can all work together in a spirit of cooperation, she will remain that way. But this is a most interesting communication, Highness.
You read it.
An unfortunate impertinence, to be sure. I will, however, minimize further discourtesy by getting, as one might say, to the point. Fortunately for you, I have no loyalty in this gambit, save to myself, of course. So the interesting little tidbit in here about you coming from Vizari blood will remain hidden from the dedicated Lord Lucian for the reasonable price of 1,000 gold florins. Delivered to me next Sunday.
No, I don't have anywhere near that much money.
True, but your husband does.
Then will you ensure that I get to speak with him?
Lady Seraphine is no longer playing watchdog, Highness. That will not be an issue.
Then I will do as you ask.
Gracias, Signora. I will no longer intrude upon your time. One more thing, Highness. I wasn't born yesterday. If you say or do anything to make the king suspicious of the Inquisition, then my team and I will, as if by some magic, suddenly find all sorts of information connecting you with the traitors from the start. And then, your little friend will die as slowly as time allows. Good afternoon, Your Highness.
No! What do we do?
Estella, now more than ever you must speak with the king. You cannot let your fear keep you from doing what is right.
You heard what he said! If I speak now, all that will happen is Fia and I will get added to the list of victims. It would have been brave enough it would have been different if I had been brave enough to go myself. But I didn't. And now there's nothing I can do.
Oh, Estella. You wondered why you became queen. Maybe it was for just such a moment as this. You can be a voice to the voiceless, not just for our family, but for the whole kingdom. Once the Inquisition has a hold, it won't let go. By staying silent, you might protect yourself and Fia, but you will watch as this kingdom is wrenched away from Lorenzo and subjected to every kind of fear and deprivation. The Inquisitors will use the terror they conjure up to justify their tyranny, and you will witness the decay of Lorenzo's power and the ripening of Lucian's. The king loves you. He will listen. And for the love of your people, your family, your husband, and your God, you cannot remain silent in the face of this evil. For such a time as this, for such a time as this,
Lucian plans his masquerade.
for such a time as this,
And I confess that I'm afraid. My family sees a queen, but me, I'm just a girl. I'm frightened and I feel so all alone.
Oh God, you made a queen to stand before the king. It's worth the cost. Hope is not lost. She is here in this place for such a time as this. She's not alone. The Lord see her through.
It wants us dead. But God, you made me queen. Please silence all my enemies. Incline the king to hear these words of mine. I'm in the palace far from home.
Lord, use Estella now.
If I don't speak, what happens then?
Lord, give her strength to speak.
Lord, please don't let this hatred reign.
Oh Lord, defeat this hate for such a time as this.
And for a small fee, we can upgrade to the expanded package, which includes charges of witchcraft, supported by dressing the defendant in pointy hats, and producing witnesses who were cursed and turned into newts.
Turn into what?
Newts. They're small, amphibious little creatures.
No one's going to believe that someone was turned into a newt. I thought you guys were professionals, not a pack of half-wit jesters.
My colleagues make a bad impression, but we know more than you think, Lord.
What?
The Lord Lucian is right about the new thing. Things are much more scientific now.
Does the witch float?
Good afternoon.
Witch!
King.
Ow.
My apologies, Your Majesty. Fernando gets a bit jumpy sometimes.
Is there any progress in your...
Our informants have gathered an overwhelming amount of evidence. We should be able to bring it to trial within a matter of days.
As you can see, everything is under control.
Lorenzo?
Estella. You're a sight for sore eyes. Is there anything I can do for you?
I've come to tell. To ask. I've missed you these past couple of days. And I know that all of you have been working tirelessly, so I wanted to invite you to a small masquerade. You and Lord Lucian will be my guests of honor.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. One evening off wouldn't kill us, would it, Lucian?
Lady Seraphine and I would be honored to be the guests of Her Majesty.
Cardinal?
How could we refuse?
Well, that's settled then. I'll see you all tomorrow at 7?
Was that all? You seem like something's on your mind.
I do have one request that I would like to make.
Ask away. If it is in my power to grant, then it is yours.
Thank you, my love. But it will keep till tomorrow.
As you wish.
Place to rest, a listening ear. In your melancholy silence, I honor and respect. And someday soon, and someday soon,
And someday soon,
she may see.
help me see you are here
to me.
with me.
Someone's in a good mood.
Our plan is finally falling into place. And an evening dancing with you is the cherry on top.
It has all worked out rather nicely, hasn't it?
Soon the whole Vizari family will be rounded up and done away with. Including that pompous Michelangelo. It's hard to believe that all this hard work is finally over.
You'll have to find something to do with all that free time. I certainly don't want you moping about the villa because you're not scheming something.
Fair point. Suggestions?
Well, I have always thought you look rather striking wearing a crown.
What would I do without you?
Be absolutely miserable.
He's been out there all day. I think they're setting watchers on any Vasari houses.
You might be right, but Lord willing, it'll all be over tomorrow night.
Do you think she'll actually tell him this time?
Yes, I do. Mama, God will give her the strength.
They didn't see me. I brought biscotti.
Maria, you shouldn't be here. If they think you're helping us, you could get caught up in all of this too.
Michelangelo, are you worried for my safety?
I don't want you to die.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
But I'm not worried. God is in control. And I am where I am supposed to be.
Thank you, Maria. It means the world to us.
The sun's setting. She'll be starting soon.
Then let us pray. Much rest on the shoulders of our bambina tonight.
Lord, good and gracious God, hear from heaven our prayer now. Down on our knees we plead, keep us from the fated greed.
Lord, hear our
Give our Queen her voice to speak, and the fortitude to bring the evidence of righteousness to lay before the King.
Lord,
Hear our prayer. Hear our prayer. Oh Lord, protect her and guide her. So deep. Please spare our lives, Lord, as we find our hope in Thee.
Without her,
our fate is sealed, our hearts
overcome
with sorrow to death. Our lives we yield, the sun sets tomorrow. Lord, hear our prayer. What in you, oh God, we trust, keep us faithful through all our fears. Help the King to do what is just in time. in darkness, in darkness,
Lord, draw near, hear our prayer. May our Queen be brave and bold as enemies seek death. May right people hear our
God, for such a time as this.
This has been a most enjoyable evening, Highness. Thank you very much.
I'm glad you approve, Cardinal. How's Fia?
She's safe at the moment. I do hope you keep our little arrangements in mind when you make your request of His Majesty.
How could I not?
Excuse us, Cardinal. Come on, it's almost over. This has been wonderful. Just what I needed.
I'm glad.
Oh, thank you. Everyone, raise a glass to our beautiful hostess, to Queen Estella.
To Queen Estella!
Thank you all. Your Highness was to remember that I was to make a request of you this evening.
Yes, as I said, anything in my power to grant, and it is yours.
Your Majesty, Lorenzo, if I have found favor in your sight, my king, and if it pleases you, then let my life be spared and my family is my request. For people far richer and more powerful have set aside for their own pleasure the destruction of my family, every man, woman, and child, myself included.
What? Who would dare do such a thing in my kingdom? Tell me.
Them.
Stop them! Silence!
And him.
Lucian? No, that's impossible. I have no idea what she's talking about.
But you do, Lucian. You and those men with you have lied to the king and have tricked him into carrying out an inquisition against my family.
No, that's impossible. There's only one family under inquisition right now, and that's the Bizzari.
My mother was a Bizzari, and the sister of Michelangelo Bizzari, the man that saved our lives.
He's the uncle of the queen. Of course he's the uncle of the queen!
The young lady that still works for your mother.
Wait, Misfit?
That's the one. Don't worry. She's alive.
Did all that really happen?
What? You don't believe me? Well, you're going to ask your parents.
Mama! Papa! Uncle Mick told us your story. How will that really happen?
Well, now that depends on what he told you.
What about the Inquisitors and the ball? Daddy, did you really fight that bad guy?
Yes, I did.
So you're a hero.
Oh, yes, I am.
Nick, what is God's plan for me?
I'm a painter of the prophet, sweetheart. But I can tell you that as and when you follow the perfect will of God, soon the bigger picture will be clear. Oi!